June 9th, 2025. It's looking like it's just going to end up being in a lower trading range, upper trading range kind of day. So usually when you get that, you get a breakout of 4 or 5 bars like we did, and then the market starts to go sideways for the remainder of the day. Bar one is a big bear bar, but it's a breakout below a bear channel. So if you're going to sell the bottom of a channel, you want to get pretty good follow through. And instead, two is disappointing. And then three is follow through. So reversal and follow through on two and three. Bar four is a 3 bar micro channel. I do not trade before bar seven, but if I did trade before bar seven, I think four is okay. You just have to be willing to scale in because one is a big enough bar that it's probably not going to go straight up. Odds are we're going to pull back in some capacity. And that's exactly what happens on bar six. The traders who bought, had I bought for any reason, I probably would have exited with 0.5R instead of trying to get 1R on this particular one because of how big bar six is. So I probably would have exited in this area for around break even. Again, I did not take that trade, but had I taken that trade, that is probably how I would have managed it. Bar 7, 8, 9, 3 bar micro channel. Because of the size of one and the size of six, and the fact that this is leg two, I decided not to buy the close of 9. I wanted to buy a pullback. So I ended up buying the bar 5 high, the breakout point, during bar 10. I didn't think that 10 was really all that great of follow through. I was looking for a way to add, but after bar 10, I kind of just assumed we would pull back a little bit more. And instead, we got 11, a large tail on 11 as well. But I still thought that a 5 bar micro channel is going to get a decent second leg. So I bought the close of 9 during bar 13. So I really, I bought the 25% pullback, which was in this area essentially, and then I bought the close. I just did it in opposite order. So I bought the close of 9 during 13, and then I got the symmetrical second leg. You can see it came within one tick, but I use a profit target that's 2 ticks away. So I got filled 1 tick below the high tick of bar 13, and I got out of that one with a profit. 14, 15, and 16, a pretty good 3 bar micro channel. I was pretty confident in this one. I did sell the close of 16, and I sold more. Obviously, I ended up scaling in essentially at the 16 high and the 14 low. I did not like that 18 was a bull bar. I'm sorry, the 18 was a bull bar because that means that the bears who sold the close of 16 weren't as aggressively selling the close of 17. A lot of them were taking profits. And that causes 18 to be a bull bar. You can see the area that they took profits is basically right around the close of 16, so that's causing a bounce. 19 is 3 straight bull bars. It's a 3 bar micro channel against me. When I get that, I start looking for, basically a way out around break even. I scaled in more during 20. I did not really like the close of 20, so I ended up getting out it was a small loss, but I got out for a small loss during 21. I probably could have waited for the whole 0.5R, but I did not, just because the 4 bar micro channel against me, looks pretty strong. So I ended up getting out more like in this area rather than down here for a small loss. I did not take 17, 18, 19, because obviously I was still in the short, but 17, 18, 19, 20 is going to need some sort of second leg. And still, the move down is probably going to get some sort of second piece like it did on 21 through 24. And then obviously 26, 27, we're rallying back towards the bar 20 close. It's 4 consecutive bull bars. Odds are it's going to get a second leg, even if it gets a deep pullback. As far as anything in here, I think it's really hard to look to trade in this area, and you're probably going to get, chopped up a little bit if you try to sell or buy or do whatever it is that you're doing in this area, because tight trading ranges are difficult to trade. So it's probably better to stay out. Bar 39, I did not buy bar 39 just because of all the resistance above. I kind of thought that one of two things was going to happen with 39. Either it was going to go straight up to the profit target, right here, or it would start to pull back. But I did not want to scale in on a pullback was my issue with this, because if you're buying up here, you're saying that it's an early leg. You're hoping that you're trading in leg one. And instead, if it starts to pull back, you're probably scaling into a late leg. And you can lose a lot of money scaling into late legs. And the problem with it going straight to 1R is you don't make that much money. So I thought that the dollar amount of risk reward didn't make a ton of sense to buy that close for me, because of the way that I usually like to try to scale into trades. If I did buy the close of 39 and we ended up getting some sort of reversal and follow through or something along those lines, I would have just gotten out at the market. But I thought it was a really late leg, so I just ended up staying out. Then obviously we got big follow through on bar 40 and 41. Uh, you can see we broke out of yesterday's high and then pulled back, got a two-legged correction. 47, 48 consecutive bull bars, good enough that it should get another leg up. This is the spike. This is the pullback. We're probably going to get a channel. 1, pullback 2, pullback 3. So we got 3, maybe 4 legs up for the bulls. I did not take 56. I did not think it was a very good 3-bar micro channel. You know, all these tails on the bottom, and we've been rallying. I did take 62, but the issue with 62 is it's the first trend line break. So odds are you're going to get a retest. 63 and 64 were not quite enough to make me look to exit, but 65 to me was enough for me to start to look to exit. I scaled in more during 66, and the actual break-even price that I was going for would have been, I say break-even, it would have been a very small loss, was right here. And I ended up exiting during 67 right here. So again, I lost about 3 ticks right there, and I lost a little bit earlier in the day. I did end up green on the day, but not super green because I had 1 win and 2 small losses. Obviously, both of those trades worked. In fact, the 3-bar micro channel, I believe it was 8 for 8 today. Actually, I don't know if 63 worked. Let me check. I'm actually curious. I just kind of assumed it got 1R. It might not have. Oh, it definitely did not. Okay. I saw that the wrong way then. Okay, so this one might end up failing. We'll see how it shakes out. But for me, I got these 3 bars against me, and that means I'm going to get out around break even. Now, yes, we do end up getting that symmetrical second leg, but it's a 5-bar micro channel, and I really don't have that much interest in holding against a 5-bar micro channel. When the pullback starts with a surprise, whether it be 3 bars or 4 bars or another 3-bar micro channel, whatever it is, only half those trades end up being winners. And when the pullback starts without a surprise, 92% of those trades end up being winners. So really, whenever I get a surprise in the pullback, I'm working on just finding, just getting out around break even or close to break even. And it's still, still half the trades, at least half the trades are still going to work. I still thought we'd probably go back down. But the thing is that even if we will probably go back down, the probability of my trade being successful has decreased and my risk reward profile is not good enough. So if I'm in trades where I'm risking a lot of money to make not as much money, I want to feel really good about the trade the whole time. I don't want it to start going against me in any sort of major way. And when it does, I need to look for a way out. So, I'm basically just trying to get out faster to avoid the large losses. And that's going to decrease my win rate for sure. But it's also going to massively decrease the size of my losses. And it seems like I'll, hopefully be making a bit more if I'm able to do that. So I thought that I was pretty happy with how I traded today. I'm not, I guess I could have held on to those 2 trades a little bit longer and gotten the actual break even price, and I would have ended up a little bit greener on the day for sure. But I guess I can work on that. But overall, I'm pretty okay with everything that I did today. I thought I managed my trades reasonably well. As far as the daily chart, I would imagine we're going to start to pull back soon. It just isn't moving. To me, this looks like a bull channel. So this is the spike. There's 3 legs: 1, pullback 2, pullback 3, a pullback, and then 1, pullback 2, pullback 3. So we're in a late leg towards the top of the bear channel or the bull channel. It is still a bull trend, overall, but this just isn't bull trend price action. This looks like a leg in a trading range. And after this 4-bar micro channel, I think we're going to form a trading range with the upper area, maybe around here or something along those lines. What do the bulls need? The bulls need this bar to close better, and they need a breakout above the high and to try and touch the February 20th low, 6102.75. We'll see if they get there, but the bulls need a strong breakout and follow through above the high of the bull channel. The weekly chart, consecutive bull bars, but a late leg. So again, not all that fond of, the bull argument right now. It seems high in a trading range, but it is also a weekly chart. So bear setups are a little bit less reliable on the weekly chart. But it'll be interesting to see how this week ends up going. As a side note, I am moving on Saturday, so I'm not sure how reliable I'll be for videos, especially later in the week. I should be able to make a video every day. I'm not totally positive, but we'll see how it goes. But all right, that's it.